Hey cousins, good morning. So for the past couple of months, it's been buzzing that Keke Palmer is back with her get a baby daddy Darius, no good, who beat her, dragged her, and cussed around and exposed her, called her everything under the sun but a respectable woman. Well, I don't remember if I did the video. I don't think I did because I just couldn't believe that Keke Palmer would get back to any woman would get back to a man who beat her and dragged her like this man did. She had a restraining order against him and all of that stuff. And I'm like, no, I ain't gonna do that video because there's no way you could get back with a man who beat you like this, okay? And so this was a few months ago, back in May, where it says Keke Palmer getting back together with baby daddy Darius after a bitter breakup. This is back in May. And I'm like, come on now, there is no way she will get back to him. Well, the word's been buzzing around town that she is back with the baby daddy. I'm telling you, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm telling you, this ghetto dingaling, it must be something. I ain't never had no ghetto dingaling because, I was like a born again virgin and all, and I wanted a good husband that's going to provide for me and take care of me and all of this stuff. But I'm just saying, honey, it's something about this ghetto dingaling that these women continue to go back to these men who beat them. Hey, cousins, I'm still on vacation. Yes, I am. But all this stuff is happening. I got to talk about it. Okay. It's something about these women who can't stay away from these men who beat. Like, how do you lay up with a man, take care of a man, pay bills for a man who beat you? How do you do that? According to page 6, Keke Palmer ex Darius just reunite for outing with son after she dropped restraining order custody case. So you dropped the custody case because of what? We saw him beating you and dragging you. This is another one that's not setting the example for you. First of all, you don't love yourself. Okay? You don't love yourself if you stay with a man that's beating you and you go back to him. And this is why I tell you that, guys, that a husband is a choice. And a lot of y'all get upset. Oh, what you're saying, that I'm choosing because a husband is a choice. I'm choosing to get beat. Yes, you're choosing. That's what you choose. Do you deserve to get beat? No, you do not. But when you choose an abusive man, he can only give you what he has. He's an abuser. Abusers abuse. Liars lie. Thieves steal. Child predators predatorize. So when you choose an abuser, he will abuse you. This is why a husband is a choice. This is why dating is for data. This is why you need to learn who this man is before you marry him. And God, for God's sake, don't have no kids for him. Because what you are doing is you're giving his seed the ability to live on. That seed is multiplying. Oh, what you say, my baby's going to be an abuser? The daddy's an abuser. You know what I don't understand about people? Y'all want the good things to transfer, but when it comes to the bad things, you don't think it's going to transfer. I don't understand. You want his smarts, his good looks to transfer to your children, but you don't think him being an abuser and a liar and a whoremonger is going to transfer to your children? Listen, I have 5 brothers, 2 from my dad. My 2 brothers by my father are my father. There's at least 3 kids who are making claims to my father's estate that we don't know nothing about. All my father have in his will is me and my 2 brothers. But I've always known that I had an older brother. that my father didn't claim. And his last name is Hilton. And he went to school with my little brothers. And they knew that was his brother, but my father do not claim him. Here's the problem. He looks just like my brothers. And when we were little and growing up, they would tell me, Janice, he looks just like you. He's red just like you. So things transfer. My brothers, my two brothers, are my father. They've been married as many times as my father has been married. They are my father. And probably the only thing that saved me was because I've been on my own since I was 16 and got under my father in the faith, Bishop Bradshaw, who renewed my mind and taught me and stuff like that. But y'all, these are the things you think about when you're having children with these men. What the Bible says, a good name is to be treasured. So if he doesn't have a good name, why are you marrying him? And for God's sake, why are you having kids with him? He's a criminal, ma'am. His granddaddy was a criminal. His daddy's a criminal. What do you think is going to happen? 99.99% of the chance your husband and your child is going to get that spirit. This is why a husband is a choice. This is why you choose. You look at his life, my father would say, Bishop Bradshaw, look at his life up to the point he met you. If his life has been a mess, if he's been a revolving criminal, if he's been a whoremonger and sleeping around and have kids all over the place, if he's been an abuser and an alcoholic, is that what you want to choose for your life and for your children? So when you choose a husband that is an abuser and have children with him, I'm just letting you know you're giving his bad seed an opportunity to live on and to multiply. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children. Since the broke people want to say it has nothing to do with money, okay, let's talk about character and integrity and his name. Oh, it's talking about his faith. But broke people will say, it's not talking about money. When one of the husband's actual reasons why I chose my husband was because my husband was a good man and was preparing to leave an inheritance for his children's children. I would have never married Michael Thompson if he was a broke dusty. If in his 40s he ain't got nothing to show for his life. How many kids you got? If my husband had more than one kid, I didn't want men with kids anyways. But y'all women marrying these men that got 5 and 6 kids, boo-boo, unless he's a multimillionaire, your kid is not going to get nothing. There is no inheritance for your child because you already chose a man who got 5 or 6 kids. So the little bit of debt he got is going to be divided into with all your kids. The husband you choose and the father of your children is not to be taken lightly. Y'all don't even know how serious this thing is. And Keke Palmer, who was dragged and beat by this trigger, is allegedly back with him. And people are saying he's back being a house husband because he wants to be taken care of because, you know, he broke, ain't got no money. It's a family affair. Keke Palmer and ex-Darius are reunited for an outing with his son Leo over the weekend, months after she dropped the restraining order custody case against her former partner Jackson, who goes by the name Darius. Shared a picture via his Instagram story Sunday of him and the no practice while they were on a stroll with the 1-year-old. In the photo, the dad of one post, I mean, he could just unalive her and throw her in the bushes. Like, I wouldn't even trust being around this trigger. Because if you can beat me and drag me when I was pregnant and in front of our baby, you know what? This is why some of these people, I don't feel sorry for them. The True Jackson VP alum dress casually. I really don't care. It's sickening. It's sickening. Go get you some help, Keke. Something's wrong with you, boo-boo. Something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong with you. Right. How he embarrassed her and talk about she's supposed to be a mother. Granted, now, I believe in being modest and respectable. I do believe that, in that. But you beat me when I'm pregnant? Ooh, child. Beating me at all. Putting your hands on me at all. Like, you know what my father told me? Girl, if he hits you, he might unalive you. Okay? If he hits you, he might unalive you. This might be your last time. This is why if a man hits you, you don't stay with him. If he hits you, don't stay with him. I don't want to hear no excuse. Y'all have excuse for everything. Y'all have excuse for everything except getting up and walking away. Oh, I hear the shit. I don't want to hear it. This is 20 and 24. Call the police. And then when they unalive y'all, then everybody go, why she didn't leave? No, y'all had an excuse of why she couldn't leave. Because that's what we do. We make a lot of excuses instead of getting up and doing what we're supposed to do. We want to make excuse for it. Anyways, y'all, I got to go. I love you. Let me know what y'all think about this. This, and everybody's talking about they're so disappointed. Well, whatever happened from, that's on her. That's on her, because you think this is going to be the only time he going to lay hands on you. Oh, he going to beat you again, Keke. He going to whoop you again. And like my daddy said, this might be your last time. He might take you out of here. The next time he lay hands on you, he might unalive you. That's why you don't stay with men who abuse you. First of all, you do not choose abusive men. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all know these men were abusive before you marry him. If you was paying attention. But y'all, some of y'all think it's cute until he knock you upside your head and unalive you. And then we all gonna be crying, talking about why she didn't leave. No. Why did you choose a man that would abuse you? God is your father. My father, Pastor, let me tell you, my father, Pastor Bradshaw, if I call Pastor right now and tell him Mike is doing something, he's going to be over here. No father wants to see their daughter being abused. Much less the man you're pregnant for and married to and living with abusing you. And you, I gotta go. I gotta go. I love you. Let me know what you think about this foolishness. I can't. I cannot. And then y'all get mad about me saying a husband is a choice. Yeah, the man you choose, whatever he has, is what you're choosing to have in your life. If he has love in his life, that's what you're going to get. He got anger in his life. Granted, the Bible says, be ye angry and sin not. That's what you're going to get. If he's an abuser, you're going to get abused. If he's a liar, he's going to lie on you. If he's a cheater, he's going to cheat on you. If he's not established, you're going to be struggling. I was reading in one of the wife group yesterday. I just kind of shook my head. Lady said her rent went up $300. They don't know what they're going to do, that they're going to have to move. Now, so $300 is not a lot of money. Granted, this is inflation and we know the rent is out of control. But a wife should never have to be worried about how I'm going to pay my rent. We going to be homeless. What we going to do? Why isn't that man out there trying to figure it out? Mowing lawn, picking up bottles, creating income so the wife don't have to worry about anything. How's she going to eat? How's she going to have a roof over her head and her children? But that's the man you chose. This is why it is not good to live paycheck to paycheck, because you can't miss a paycheck. If you miss a paycheck, you're going to be home. I have to go. I love you. Let me know what you think about this foolishness, girl. I can't. I just cannot. All right. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye.